The Huntington houses some 12,000 works on paper in our British drawings collection. But we have to be careful about showing these works on paper. They're light sensitive and cannot be on view continually. Melinda McCurdy, our curator of British art, looked at every piece in the collection to choose these 100 great British drawings. You can see the hand of the artist in works on paper, and choosing works that give a glimpse into the artistic process led Melinda to include a print among the 99 other hand-drawn works. But the print is by William Blake, and the handmade nature of the work is unmistakable.
So it is in the show because it is one of our most important and impressive works on paper in the British Art Collection. And it was a question as to whether we were going to include it because it's not technically a drawing, but it has been called a hand-printed drawing. A print is a mechanical reproduction. A drawing is different in that it would be a single work that was produced by hand. So the fact that this is in the exhibition says a lot about Blake's methodology in creating it. It was made using a printing method called a planographic printing method, which is a method that's different than intaglio printing. So he didn't engrave anything into a plate, rather he drew an image onto a board, and that was then printed on a sheet of paper. So it's an interesting combination of drawing and printing. Every time you do it, it looks slightly different because you're re-inking an area perhaps a little bit less than you did before, or maybe a little bit more. Maybe you use a different color. There are 3 impressions of this work that do exist. Ours, and then there's 2 in the UK, and they all look very different from each other, and it's part of the hand work process that creates a very different appearance for each of these that are technically all pulled from the same board. I think that you can't get a sense of what the artist is doing very well unless you see the thing in person. There's something about a work on paper, particularly a drawing, or in this case, a hand-printed drawing, as the works have been described, that you can see the hand of the artist, and from the way the work is created, you can almost get yourself into the thought processes of the artist. So just being able to see the ink on paper and how it left a mark, and being able to see where he may have touched something up with a pen, that really, really gets you into the mindset of an artist who's working 200 years ago, and I think that's really cool.